We're the Two Average Painters. My name's Yu, and we're going to be doing a weekly update for our projects. This should hopefully come out every Wednesday, but because we've got a special episode this week, we thought we would just do it for yourself at the weekend. So let's get into it. My update this week is pretty simple. I've got my berserkers that I've started painting coming along. Each of them have been base coated. Each of them have got something just a little bit different, just to kind of make them a little bit unique. None of the bases have been finished yet, but I should be sending them to James just to get finished. I've also got a start on some of the jackals. So basically what I've done is I've got a light dry brush over the top. So we will have a video coming out very soon, basically going over the paint scheme that I've done with a mini that I'm not going to show you yet. Moving on, I do have something special for yourselves today. We are going to be looking at the new drop pods, seeing what the kit's like, building it, and hopefully painting it for yourself. So as you can see, these are the instructions. Pretty simple build. I won't go into too much detail with them because I'm not the best of that information, but the size of the pieces are quite large. Seems really simple to put together, so really shouldn't take too long. I'm going to build mine as Dark Angels, but I do like how there are the multiple chapters. There are some spaces here that I think I might be able to do a little bit of work on. So maybe a little bit of kit hashing, but not too much, and I might try and put some things in the center just to kind of give it that bit of more flavor, and then add in the additional tactical rocks as is required for this kit. But yeah, let's go on with it. So these are the two sprues. There is a third one, but it's just a repeat of that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start getting it built up, show you as much as I can. Probably skip through a lot of this because it is so simple, and just jump to the important bits. So I've built it up to this point, and I have to say the kit itself is a joy to put together. It's really quick, really simple. A couple of little gaps that I just want to fill. I think that's more down to my building abilities than anything, and just a few of the areas just to sand kind of here and here, just because I was excited to put it together and see what it kind of looked like. But yeah, so I'm just going to put the final finishing touches on. But yeah, with the rocks, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to randomly pick them, just because I think if I was to kind of try and create something, it would look unnatural. So I'm just going to try and randomly sort them around the base. At this point, what I've done is I've put a Dark Angels logo on pretty much all of the sides from the upgrade sprues, just because there's only actually one per sprue on it, which is a little bit of a downside to this kit. I think if you wanted more iconography from other places, you're going to have to kind of hunt them out. The only other idea that I had was to put this here, but just because of the overhang, I wasn't too sold. I might put them on the wing, but again, there's nowhere that really fits fully, which is a bit of a shame. So again, just a slight downside to the kit. Overall, just a little bit of kit hashing is, or adding on is a little bit more difficult than you kind of would want. I am going to have a quick brief look, see if I can get this to kind of fit inside, because I think this would be pretty cool to have hanging, but by the looks of it, yeah, it's slightly too wide, and I don't like it on the outside because, well, that parchment would definitely burn. But But yeah, Dark Angels players, if you did stock up on the old Ravenwing upgrade sprue, which I've only got one, so I can't really do this. This little watcher guy. But yeah, this little watcher dude, you could put a couple kind of on the top, which I think would look quite cool. I think you had enough to kind of point in. That'd be pretty cool, but unfortunately, I've only got the one, which fit for Dark Angels, Black Templars. Getting something like, I mean, this has got a hand on it. Piece from Archie's Forge, but the Inner Circle Panions have it, where you've got the braziers, and kind of hang them up. Have that little kind of smoke effect coming out. I think that'd be pretty cool. The last thing that I'd say about this drop pod is I could easily see myself cranking a bunch of these out. It was so easy to build. It didn't really take that long, so I genuinely think it's good 40k or 30k, especially if you just want some terrain on the board. I know that's kind of been a complaint for people, but I kind of like that idea that you can just stick it out as terrain if you did really want to, just to make a thematic game, as well as the fact that you can use it in game. I think it kind of really works. My only real qualm with it is the fact that just like some of the parts like upgrades from dreadnoughts and stuff, just simply just to give it a bit more flavour, there's just not quite enough room on some of those panels just to kind of fit them on. But that is very much a nitpick on what I kind of want, really. And just kind of filling in those little areas in the centre just to kind of make it a little bit, again, a bit more thematic, a bit more kind of Dark Angels-y for me. But I know that's a me problem, not the kit. But yeah. Now to James for his update.
Firstly, my Screamer Killer. I know a lot of you are eager to see where he is. I'd say he's 95% there. I've just got to basically work on a little bit around the base still. And I also want to do some more highlights on his face, just to make that stand out a little bit more. But yeah, he is near there. In honesty, I've not really been focusing on him at the moment, so I've got my Adeptus Sororitas Combat Patrol to get done. Which I was working on a late Saturday night. So they are at this stage at the moment, if you can sort of focus on that. Basically, I've done all the black, I've done the red cloaks, and I've started base coating the whites. I just want to get all the base coats out of the way first, and then I've started highlighting this one as well. All I can say is I'm used to highlighting Space Marines. I'm not great at highlighting Space Marines, but these are a lot harder to highlight, a lot smaller, a lot fiddlier. So yeah, I've got my work cut out for them. So yeah, so the 10 Battle Sisters are all at that sort of stage at the moment. The Canoness is just built. I have added this little backpack on the back with these braziers. I just think it adds a nice little personal touch. Makes it stand out a little bit more on the battlefield. And then I've got my Arco Flagellants. They're at this stage. This is one I've painted fully, just like a tester model to get all the colours down. I did post it on my stories. Basically, I've gone for a lot of hazard stripes, nice glowing tanks on the back. So yeah, so now I've got this one down. The others will follow suit on that. And then the Sacrosancts, I've literally just the second primed them. So they are just ready to go next weekend when I get my chance to do. So that's basically where we're at this week. A little teaser of what also I've been doing in the background. I got the new Combat Patrol box, and I've been working on the Raveners. I wanted to see what the Leviathan scheme looked like on a Ravener, so there we go. That is just a quick colour scheme for now. So yeah, so that's me for now. Hope you enjoyed this update, and hopefully we can keep this as an ongoing thing. So yeah, so until the next one, thanks for watching and cheers.